If you have plans to buy a small tractor with a backhoe, or if you plan to buy a backhoe to add to your small tractor, several things you need to think about. Like, do you really need it? Do you just want it? Are you making a living with it? How often will you use it? How often will you have to take it off and put it and use other implements? When I bought mine, I had plans to do things when I retired to make money. Those plans are on hold now due to the economic situation and the pandemic. So I just use it around the yard, dig stumps, smooth out low areas with the box blade, but then I'm switching back and forth between the box blade and the backhoe. And it is a little time consuming. So switching back to the backhoe after using a 3-point hitch attachment. Your top link for adjusting the angle on your attachment or your implement. Your lifting rods, your lower links, both sides. And those turnbuckles, all these pieces have to come off. It's not really a whole lot to it other than they're heavy. So at least the lower links are heavy. The rest is not too bad. It's just a little bit of work. It takes a little time. But this is the thing you need to consider before buying a backhoe, because to go back and forth, it is kind of a pain in the backside. So after you get the bolt out, this little thing right here will turn like that, loosen up. Slide it. Get that out, put it back in and line that back up with the hole. And reinstall it. Okay, so these are the pieces that have to come off. They're in the way for the backhoe. Okay, here's the frame for the backhoe. Each side. It also goes up and attaches to the front end loader frame. Adds a lot of weight. This plus the backhoe is probably about 1,000 pounds. I don't see it in the specs exactly what it is, but That's a lot of weight. So now I have to back up to the backhoe, reattach everything. It should be good to go. So I've had this machine almost 2 years. The only thing that I can say bad, or the only thing that I don't like about it, you don't have entry on this side. I mean, you can get up on this side, but it's not designed to mount from this side. It's designed to mount from the other side. So that's the only thing that I can say bad. Everything else is really good. I mean, for the size tractor it is, it has a lot of power. It's 4-wheel drive. It's hydrostatic transmission. I didn't get the standard. I like that. You can scrape. You can load this bucket up. It says it's rated at about 1,200 pounds. I've had it full. I don't know what that weighs, but I've had it full. It was never a problem. I added the teeth. They're okay for if you're going to go in and you're trying to grade or scoop and have to go through a lot of roots. It does a pretty good job. Other than that, that's about all it's good for that I could see. I'm probably going to take those off and only put them on if I need them. with the backhoe itself, with the power that it has, I was really surprised it was as strong as it was. It'll break through 2-3 inch roots without any problem with them digging the stumps. It's a 16-inch wide bucket. You can go down and scoop up when you're digging. You can scoop up a full load, and that bucket doesn't even slow it down. The R4 tires are a little wider and probably make less of a mess on a yard if you're going across it than the regular tractor tire. So that's the reason I bought it. I've never had a problem with it starting, never had a problem. It starts right up, no problem. Of course, it's relatively new. This box blade was made for a bigger tractor than the 2501. I got a good price on it, so I got it. It's 3/8 metal instead of 1/4 inch. It's pretty heavy. It's probably 500 pounds, 450, 500 pounds. That tractor would cut through dirt and load this box up and never even slow down. So I was impressed with it. Another thing that if it was different would probably be better would be for the fuel inlet. Where you put the fuel in is on the top. It's a little awkward. If it was somewhere on the side, designed that way, it would probably be easier to fill, but it's not that big a deal. We'll add on this backhoe, the BH77, the seat is mounted to the backhoe itself. It's not, you're not using the same seat you use for the tractor. So at 5'9" and 190, I fit really well on this backhoe, but a larger man may not be quite as comfortable. So hopefully you have a better idea of what you're going to have to do if you get a tractor with a backhoe, or if you're planning to buy a backhoe for your small tractor. I can only speak for the Kubota, but the others are probably pretty much the same. I mean, all the mechanisms for the 3-point hitch have to come off and be out of the way to be able to mount the backhoe back on. Still, once you have it and you need it, it's worth it.